word has gotten out as to how awesome they are. Yay me. In one 2-hour sale, I brought in $967 worth of cash flow back into my business by doing one of these sales. And that was literally selling items that I could not sell online because of damage and leaks. Hi you guys, it's Lindey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about the importance of local clients, and if you don't have them for your reselling business, you could be losing out on big money.
Hi, I'm Lindey, a real-life work-from-home mom with multiple online businesses. I like to buy stuff, sell stuff, make money while saving money, and have some fun in the process. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like to learn how you can do it too, and follow my journey with new videos every week.
Now, I've brought up before how important I feel like local sales are in your reselling business before, and I'll go ahead and link any videos that I feel are applicable to this video, either up here in the iCard, or is it over here? Up here in the iCards, or down in the video description below if you're interested in making more money locally as opposed to selling on online platforms. But it is starting to reach a point in my personal reselling business where I feel like local sales and having those local returning clients are so crucial that you are probably missing out on big money if you don't have some of your own. First, I want to start with some terminology because I feel like the terminology that I use in this space is kind of confusing to a lot of my viewers. You know, I'll say things in unboxings like my local clients or returning clientele and things like that. And I think that that lingo and terminology kind of confuses some people sometimes because lots of people that sell merchandise think of buyers or customers. They don't really hear the word clients or clientele a lot. Maybe I'm just fancy, maybe it's my mindset, but if I ever use words like clients or clientele, I'm basically talking about customers. Because in my mind, in my business mindset, I consider a customer or a buyer somebody that might purchase from me one time and one time only and then never buy from me again. Whereas a client is somebody who I get repeat business from. So when I say to you guys, I plan to sell this item to one of my local clients, I'm basically referring to somebody who's going to buy from me that is local to me that has bought from me before. Because to me, when you have a client, that is somebody that you're doing repeat business with, as opposed to a buyer or a customer that would only buy one time and then you never see them again. And all of my local buyers are clients because I have sold to almost all of them more than once. And then next I want to talk about the two different kinds of merchandise that I will typically sell to these local clients. The most common kind of merchandise that I will sell to my local clients is the merchandise that I cannot sell online, and that's the merchandise that is either damaged or it doesn't make monetary sense to sell it online because the value of the item is not worth the time listing and waiting for it to sell on an online platform. So that might be a package of 6 bars of Dove soap that got ripped open and it's not nice quality to put on an online platform, or maybe it was a bottle of Dove shampoo and a quarter of it leaked out and I can't sell it online because it's not completely full. Or maybe it's an item that sells brand new for $2.98 at Walmart, so it makes literally 0 cents listing it on eBay because you just go buy it at Walmart for $2.98. So those are the first kind of items that I will sell to local clients. The second kind of item that I will sell to local clients is similar to the latter, where it's not worth the monetary value of actually listing it online, but then shipping is taken into account. So this might be something that has a little bit higher of value, but when you factor in the cost that it's going to be to ship the item to the buyer, it's no longer worth it. Like this candle I always use as an example in my videos. Let's say this candle is worth $10, which $10 might be worth it for you to list it on eBay. However, because the candle is so heavy, it's gonna cost you almost $8 to ship it safely, which puts the value of this candle to a buyer at almost $20, which then makes 0 sense because the candle's only worth $10 to begin with. So when you factor in something like shipping, it adds to the value of the item, which then doesn't make any sense. So I would sell this to somebody locally instead of selling it online. So those are the two kinds of merchandise that I would sell to local clientele rather than selling online. And now I come across a lot of these kind of items when doing liquidation. See, if you're going out and you're hand picking merchandise to resell, whether it's something like retail arbitrage or you're going to thrift stores and picking items, if you are buying merchandise for resale in that way, then having local clients is probably not a huge thing for you to try to make sure you do. But if you are buying in liquidation, you need some of them clients. Because when it comes to buying liquidation, there is going to be a lot of merchandise that you end up with that is either not ready for resale online or it's damaged and you can't sell it online. And that's where these local clients come into play. Because if you receive a liquidation pallet full of 500 items and only half of them you can put online, what are you supposed to do with the other 250 items that you bought? You can either sell it to somebody locally or you could take a loss. And that is something that I have definitely encountered with my experience with buying in liquidation. If I do not sell that stuff to somebody, I am taking a loss on all of it. So that merchandise that I get in liquidation, if I can't sell it online, then it's basically either trash or donate. But if we're talking about half of a lot every once in a while, that's a lot of losses to take. And if you don't get some form of cash for that money that you're taking losses on, then the ability to turn a profit on the items that you can sell online is more and more difficult. Because basically for every item that you're taking a loss on in that liquidation, it's eating into the profits of the items that you are able to sell online. So if you paid $5,000 for 500 items, you've paid $10 an item. But if half of those items are a loss because you can't sell it online, then that doubles your cost of goods from $10 to $20 per item on every item that you can sell online. So this is where my local clients come into play. Anything that I receive in liquidation that I cannot sell on an online platform, I just basically scurry it away in my garage, and once a month I will have pop-up sales for all of my local returning clients to come and shop from me. And these repeat local clients have saved me from taking so many losses. I lost track of how much money they've saved me in profits. Because here's the deal, if these local clients did not buy this merchandise from me, it would be a loss. It would be a loss because I cannot sell it online. So if I can't sell it online, what else am I supposed to do with it? Either use it myself or throw it away or donate it. Either way, if I'm not selling it for profit, I'm taking a loss. So basically how I have been operating this system with my local clientele is I will hold monthly blowout garage sales. And when I say blowout, I mean I tell all of my local returning clients everything is $1. And then if there are some things that I don't feel are worth $1, it's 2 for $1. And now I already hear what you're thinking. You sell everything for $1? How are you supposed to make any money on that? And to that I say, I think you're missing the point. Just a little bit. Because the point of these blowout sales is not to make a huge amount of profit. It is to get some sort of cash flow back into my business so that I'm not taking huge losses. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have probably seen that about a week or two ago, I held one of my monthly pop-up blowout sales. The amount of money I made was pretty staggering. In one Saturday afternoon, in one 2-hour sale, I brought in $967 worth of cash flow back into my business by doing one of these sales. I pulled in $441 in cash and $521 in card purchases. And that was literally selling items that I could not sell online because of damage and leaks. That entire sale that I held out of my garage was all personal care merchandise that I could not sell online. It was literally leaky bottles of body wash, half full bottles of shampoo, packages of bar soap that had been broken open, packages of disposable razors that were no longer sealed. There was makeup that had seals broken. There was, half empty bottles of hand sanitizer. All of these kind of items that a lot of people would consider trash, I was able to sell and make almost $1,000 in one afternoon. All because I have repeat local buyers that love to come and shop every time I do it. And I am not exaggerating. That is literally everything I sold. I sold leaky bottles of shampoo and conditioner and busted packages of bar soap, with some occasional things thrown in like nail clippers. I mean, y'all know, you guys see what I unbox on my YouTube channel. Every time I unbox something and I mention that it's gonna be sold locally because I can't sell it online because maybe it's got some damage or the package has been opened, that's the kind of stuff that I sold at my sale. And that's the kind of stuff that made me $967. And the beautiful part of that is that money would have been a loss had I not done that sale. So if I just didn't put forth the effort to have these local clients, and I didn't put forth the effort to have one 2-hour long pop-up sale, I wouldn't have that $967 in my pocket. I would be taking a loss on all of those items that I can't sell online. I hope that you're starting to see how much of a difference this can make in your business. Because of this sale, I was able to put almost $1,000 back into my cash flow, which when you're trying to grow a reselling business, $1,000 can really make or break you. And then of course, I will do those unique one-off sales on Facebook Marketplace. I don't just have the pop-up sales. Because I live in Kansas, the weather here does get very, very cold in the winter. Luckily, that Saturday, it was a beautiful 67 degrees outside on Leap Day. It was on Leap Day, that's when the sale was. It was 67 degrees outside and beautiful. That's why I went ahead and had a pop-up sale. But prior to that, I hadn't had one in a little while, which is why I had so much merchandise that had been collected over some time. If I can't hold those pop-up sales, or if I have something that's worth more than $1, I will go ahead and list those on Facebook Marketplace. And usually whenever I list things on Facebook Marketplace, I list it at half the retail value. So for instance, if I happen to have something that's worth $10, but it's not worth it to put it on eBay because of shipping for some reason, I'll just list it on Facebook Marketplace for $5 and let someone come get it. Also, if you are interested in a more detailed video about how to list on Facebook Marketplace and keep track of those sales, keep your eyes on my YouTube channel, because either tomorrow or the day after a video like that will be posted. It's going to be a lot more in depth of how to actually list items for sale on Facebook Marketplace, how to keep track of buyers, how I personally keep track of that income, all of that. So be watching my YouTube channel for that video coming in the next day or two. So now let's talk about how exactly I got those local repeat clients. Now, it did not happen overnight. It's not like I had this surplus of local buyers that were just eager to come shop with me every time I came calling. This was a client list that I ended up building up over several months. And it all started with last summer when I started holding garage sales. So I do have a video about making money with garage sales that I will go ahead and link up here in the iCards, whichever side it's on. So last spring, when I started having more frequent yard sales because I started using it as an alternative method to reselling and generating an income that way, any customer that I had at my yard sale that was interested in buying more merchandise from me, I actually had them reach out to me on Facebook, and I was able to start making note of very specific people who are interested in buying from me on a regular basis. It was at this time I also started paying attention to and keeping track of specific things that people were looking for. Most of the people in my area like to purchase, personal care products from me, personal care, beauty, hygiene products, things like that. Those are the kind of items that most people look for from me. But there were occasionally people that were looking for certain children's toys, or they wanted certain home decor items in the event that I got any of those in liquidation. And so basically what I started doing is I just started keeping track of people on paper and pencil, and then it moved into a spreadsheet, and I just started keeping track of these people in my Facebook Messenger, and anytime I came across the items they were interested in, I would just send them a Facebook message and let them know. So it all started with creating this communication with people during my yard sales. And then it started turning into whenever I would sell something to somebody on Facebook Marketplace. So, I would list a lot of 6 bottles of shampoo on Facebook Marketplace, and when I met up with that person to purchase it, I let them know that I regularly sell this kind of merchandise, and if there's anything in particular they would like for me to look out for them to contact me via Facebook Messenger, and I would keep note of them and let them know anytime something came available. For instance, there are a lot of people that prefer a certain kind of shampoo or conditioner, or they're always looking out for a certain kind of lotion, and I would just basically make note of that client's needs, and anytime I would get some merchandise in like that, I would contact them first to get them to buy it from me. And now this does sound very, very tedious and time consuming. However, it's only as time consuming as I would want to make it be, which is why I started doing these monthly pop-up sales. Now, whenever I hold a yard sale or a pop-up sale of any kind, and I do post it publicly, word has gotten out as to how awesome they are. Yay me. But that has also kind of become a very, very bad thing, because my yard sales tend to get out of control. I mean, bumper to bumper traffic, my entire driveway is full of people. It starts to become very, very difficult to manage. I have had some instances where merchandise has just kind of walked off because I can't keep my eyes on things, and it has come to start to upset a lot of my neighbors having that much traffic on a weekend, so much traffic that my neighbors can't even get out of their driveway. So because posting public sales has become not a good idea for me, I have really started relying on those local clients and direct contact with them. So now, rather than posting a public sale, I just basically blast out a message to all of my VIP clients that have shopped with me multiple times, and they just come shop. And that's exactly what happened on Leap Day. I decided the weather was gonna be nice. I was gonna go ahead and have a pop-up sale. So I just copy and pasted that I was gonna have a sale at this time on this day, and I just blasted it out to all of my repeat clients through Facebook Messenger, and they all showed up. So I didn't have to post the sale publicly. I didn't have a lot of people showing up that I had never seen before. Literally every person that attended that sale that I'm referring to, I have seen them before. They have shopped with me multiple times, and they all spent a lot of money. So it has slowly transitioned from me reaching out to each one of them individually to let them know, hey, I got some of the shampoo you like, or hey, here's some of the bar soap you told me to look out for. It has moved on from me contacting clients individually in that way to just basically making a messenger list that I can just blast out a message to all of them and let them know I'm having a pop-up sale on Saturday. Come buy all your stuff. Bring your money. And I'm going to be honest and say sometimes those local sales make or break my business. Because if I end up getting a lot of liquidation in where there's a lot more damage than I was expecting, or maybe the merchandise isn't really perfect for online sales, those local clients are what put money into my pocket. So I am not taking a complete loss on that liquidation order. So if you are buying liquidation, I highly encourage you to get to know local buyers and turn them into your repeat clients. Start making lists of people that buy from you on a regular basis. It doesn't matter what you're selling. If you sell something to somebody through Facebook Marketplace or a yard sale, ask them if they're interested in anything in particular. Let them know that you buy liquidation and the item that they're buying from you right now, you get similar items in regularly, and let them know that if they're interested, they can come back to you to buy more. The whole point is to get an open dialogue with the people that are local to you. Because don't forget, selling items local is a fantastic way to increase your profits, because Facebook Marketplace does not have any platform fees. You do not have to worry about paying to ship merchandise. And whether a buyer is paying with cash or Facebook Pay, there is no fee to collect that money. And you get that money even faster. I know you guys have probably heard me say before that a lot of the times when I get a liquidation order in, if I have a giant pallet that I'm going through and sorting, if I start to accumulate merchandise that I know is going to be local, I have that list of local clients that I can contact. Chances are they're going to come buy it from me before I've even finished sorting the liquidation pallet that I just received. I will literally start digging through a liquidation pallet, see some items I know that local clients would want, snap some pictures, send them to them on Facebook Messenger, and before I'm even done sorting the pallet, they've already come to pick it up and I have cash in my hand. So before I'm even done going through the pallet, I'm already getting money back from my investment. And connecting with people that live locally has also allowed me to start giving back to my community as well. For instance, there's a lady who comes to every single sale that I have. And in talking to her, I have learned that she actually runs a hygiene drive for the high school here. And so after talking to her, I found out that I'm actually able to put all of the little, travel size merchandise that I get in liquidation to good use. So anytime I get travel size deodorants, tampons, soaps, shampoos, hair care, anything like that, I just give them to her in donation. And then she was able to connect me with somebody that works at the school district. And so now I have a contact for donating any school supplies that I get in liquidation that I can't make any money on. And then she connected me to somebody else who can take donations for shelters in the area. And so meeting these local people that have all of these connections to all of these things that I can help do good with, it's just one of those ways that I can give back to my community, in addition to selling local people really good stuff at a really good price. So if you have not considered having some local clientele for your reselling business, I highly encourage you to look a little bit deeper into your own backyard, because it's those people that'll help you make even more money in your reselling business, even when you think you're gonna have to take a loss. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and videos like it, please give it a thumbs up. That way I know. Make sure to be watching my channel for a complete how to list on Facebook Marketplace video that should be posted in the next couple of days. Or if time has gone by and it's already posted, I'll link it up here in the iCards. One of these sides. Do not forget to check the video description. I will put some useful links in there for you. Please do feel free to leave any questions or comments down in the comment section. And as always, remember to subscribe if you want to see more content. And I'll see you guys with my next video. Bye-bye.